My experience with colitis started back in 2007. I have another autoimmune disease called reflex sympathetic dystrophy, and that also involves a lot of pain as well as inflammation in my body. And so when I had the symptoms of colitis, I had been having them for quite some time, but I didn't necessarily put it to something else was going on besides the reflex sympathetic dystrophy, until the bleeding became overwhelming to the point where there was no more diarrhea, and the pain was severe, sharp, cutting pain, as if someone was taking a knife and cutting across my abdomen. When the bleeding came where it was straight pure blood, I ended up going to the emergency room, and I was very scared and didn't know what was going on. I just felt like I felt drained of energy in severe, sharp pain, and knew that I had lost a lot of blood. And I had been having experience with diarrhea and with blood in my stool for about a year, but until it got really, really bad, I didn't do anything about it. And when I finally went to the hospital, they ended up doing a colonoscopy and a sigmoidoscopy and also an endoscopy, and just to check my whole entire GI system. And they actually had to go in and cauterize some of the ulcers because they were so bad. And so I would suggest other people, if you start having symptoms or you see blood in your stool, make sure that you get treatment sooner than I did. It also caused fatigue. It caused me to be nauseous and sometimes vomit. And I did end up changing my diet. Part of the problem was I had the severe ulcers, so I had to switch to a liquid diet. And when I am in a flare, that's what I do now, is I switch to a liquid diet to help calm the system and less irritation for my system.